Hey guys, I want to take a quick moment to review heredity and how to use a Punnett Square to decide the probability of what the offspring might be. Let's look at this question here. In llamas, brown hair is dominant to red hair. If both parents are heterozygous for brown hair, what is the probability of the offspring having red hair? All right, so with our question, we need to ask ourselves, what do we know from the information? All right, there's several things that you should have already picked up on. First off, we know that brown is dominant to red, and when we use our letters, our genotypes, to represent the alleles, dominant is always represented with a capital letter. So let's use the letter B to represent the brown hair. So brown is going to be capital B. And then red is not dominant. That means it is recessive. And so we're going to use a little b to represent it. Now we're told that the parents are heterozygous. You learn that hetero means different. And so the genotype for heterozygous is two different letters. So we have big B and we have little b. And probability is what are the possibilities that something will happen. So we have our Punnett Square drawn here. So let's put our information. So both parents are big B, little b, big B, little b. And to fill this in, we take one from the top, we take one from the side, and place them. So this one, and here, and for these two, dominant takes over, and so we put the dominant, the capital, first in these two cases. And so now, when we look at the results, we have one box, 25% is homozygous dominant. We have two boxes, so 50% is heterozygous dominant. One box is homozygous recessive. And so we can write that as 75% brown hair and 25% red hair. And so our question, what is the probability of the offspring having red hair? The answer is 25%. All right, I've changed the question just a little bit. Still the same idea. In llamas, brown hair is dominant to red hair. If one parent is heterozygous for brown hair and one is homozygous recessive, what traits will the offspring have? What do we know? So we already know about the dominant and the recessive. Heterozygous, we know, is big B, little b. Homozygous, we know that homo means the same. Recessive means that trait that doesn't always show up. It stays hidden, and so we use the little letter. And so homozygous means two of them, so that would be little b, little b. So let's put our parents' genotypes and fill in the square. So we bring down the big B and little b. Okay? And so from here, we see there are two boxes with a dominant trait. So that means 50% brown. Two, that's homozygous recessive. So that would be 50% red. Now remember, this is probability. It's not what always is going to happen, but these are the possibilities from these two types of parents. There is no way that we can get a homozygous dominant from these two parents, because the recessive genes are what are in charge here with one of the parents. Drop me a line if you have any more questions, and I'll be glad to try and answer those. Have a great day.